All right, push rod showed up. I'm going to go through, clean them up. We'll compare them to the ones I had before. And you can see the difference in length. Not much, but enough. Spray them down. Wipe them off. Blow them out. All right, we got them blown out. We're going to get them put in. There isn't a top or bottom, but you know, it doesn't hurt to put them all where the markings are facing the same. All right, I'm just going to put them in there and then we'll go through the lashing. All right, so manufacturer recommends 10 thousandths, okay, or 0.25 millimeters. Since I'm running EGR, it comes with this restrictor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that restrictor on the driver's side. Right, this is going to be on the driver's side. So you just bend these little tabs over. And we'll put the gaskets in. Nothing fancy. Just bend the ears over. And the reason why I'm doing it, because on the driver's side, is on the passenger side of the engine, I'm using the hot air tube for the choke. So there isn't really, it's harder to put the hot air tube into the passenger side with this restrictor plate in there. So And with these, you know, I know some people say throw these away. I guess this is for a later gen that doesn't have the holes on the wall. All right, but we got the provisions to use these, so I use them. There you go. All right, get the other side in, then we'll lay the intake down. All right, how to change the battery. I'm not going to apologize for noises in the shop, right? This is a garage. I got an air compressor, deal with it. Make sure it says this side up. Put the gasket in this side up. All right, now we're going to go get the intake manifold. Kind of move things around. Make sure that we're free and clear. Going to save this for a distributor. We don't need these, so we can definitely want to move that. All right. Okay, look around, make sure that our gaskets didn't slide. We kind of line up the holes. That kind of went all right. All right, we got some, yep, holes are lining up. Gasket's still intact. All right. Okay. All right. That moved. All right, let's get some of the bolts started. We'll start on the middle, work our way out. Okay. Our lifting points. Okay. We also got the heat shield stuff and the whatnots over on this side. We got a heat shield over on this side. You shouldn't have to force your intake manifold bolts in. All right, so far all of the holes look like they're lined up and there isn't a gasket shifted, so it looks good. All right. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. We're growing a little bit at a time. So 30 foot-pounds, starting on the passenger side towards the center, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got our modified distributor in. Now we're going to prime the system. All right, it took a little bit for the other side to prime up, so all I did was I just rotated the engine over. And hopefully I got it to where it's back on top dead center. So I'd rotate it 90 degrees at a time and continue to prime the system. So now what I'm doing right now is I'm at 10 degrees before top dead center. I'm going to drop the distributor cap in, or distributor in, and then rotate it so it can fully seat. So we'll put the distributor in. Give it a little spin to top dead center. That might be off just a smidge. That might be it. Maybe a tooth. I'm not fully seated because it still has to get on top of the oil pump shaft. Not quite. There you go. And bring that back around the top dead center. See where we're at. All right, so we were aiming for this boss, so we're about right there. Let me get let's pull the camera off and take it for a little ride. All right, what we were shooting for was the pointer being on the passenger side of the boss, and I think we're there. So we're close enough. I have it pointing there, just the way the distributor cap sits on to the distributor, and how everything with the heating shield, the heat shield and all that stuff, that gives me the best adjustment. What I'm trying to say is, I set it up here because of the heat shield. It allows me to get the best adjustment. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, I've done this numerous times. Make sure you pull the wrench off of a harmonic balancer. Yeah, that's not fun. All right, let's get all these other little things buttoned up and put the other valve cover on, hook the vacuum lines up, add antifreeze to the engine, and then fill it up from there. Yeah. All right, let's speed things up. It's important to remember not to forget your thermostat housing gasket. Hooray. We could still drive on. All right, there we go. Just get that thermostat gasket housing and we'll be in business. Put a coating of RTV on this mating surface. We'll call it good. All right, I think we got everything all hooked up. We got the fuel line tightened up. All the ignition. We got all the vacuum except for the advance because we're going to set the timing. We got the alternator plugged back in. All right. Let's see what's up. Let's give it a crank. Go through the timing. Wait for it to warm up.